Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So guys, today we will be talking about my top 3 favorites to win Vezina Trophy in the NHL this season. Of course, we are just over halfway through this season, so these names could easily change when the season will be over, the regular season. But still, currently I have these 3 goaltenders. According to me, they are currently the best in the NHL. So yeah, we'll discuss them in just a second, guys, but before we jump right into this video, I just wanted to really kindly ask you guys to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And what can you expect from my channel? Well, almost videos on a daily basis about the National Hockey League, so hockey analysis, hockey predictions. I am pretty much trying to commentate or to talk about every single topic that is currently, emerging in the NHL, something that people are talking about. I'm trying to make about that a video, so it would be greatly appreciated, guys, and thank you very much for that. And right now, guys, let's finally talk about my top 3 favorites to win Vezina Trophy this season. So starting with Margandra Flair. So Margandra Flair, currently he is 36 years old. He's of course a goaltender from Canada. He is the oldest goaltender on this list. He is 7 years older than Philip Grubauer and 10 years older than the Russian guy Andrei Vasilevskiy. So Margandra Flair, he's 6'2", and he was #1 draft pick overall for the Pittsburgh Penguins at the draft 2003. So as you can see here, he was drafted first overall. So Pittsburgh Penguins, or the general manager of the Pittsburgh Penguins at that time, which was 18 years ago, he, even at a very young age of Margandra Flair, he projected him to be that good of a goaltender that it was worthy for him to take Margandra Flair as a first overall pick. So Margandra Flair, basically since the start of his career, he was projected to be the best of the best in the National Hockey League. And, I would say that picking goaltender this high, especially first pick overall, could be seen as kind of a risk. But in this case, in case of Margandra Flair, it definitely was worth it. He was great for Pittsburgh Penguins, and of course, in this expansion draft, when Las Vegas Golden Knights came into the league, they chose him from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Pittsburgh Penguins, obviously, they did not protect Margandra Flair. They decided to protect the young Matt Murray at that time, but that's how he basically came to the Vegas Golden Knights. But I just wanted to really emphasize the fact that he was the first pick overall in a draft, which shows you how big of a value he had, even at this very young stage of his career. Okay, so for Margandra Flair this season, 23 games played already. Now, the thing with Margandra Flair is that he probably would not have been on my list if Robin Lehner was healthy, right? Because Robin Lehner probably, he was expected to be the number 1 goaltender for the Golden Knights, but as long as Robin Lehner is or was injured, Margandra Flair decided to really step out to take that first place, as a first goaltender for the Vegas Golden Knights, and so far it has been a very, very good season for Margandra Flair, but we all knew what he's capable of. So far for Fleury, 16 wins in those 23 games played. That's 3rd best in the NHL, 16 wins. Goals against average, 2.06, that's 8th best in the National Hockey League. And he has a great save percentage of 92.7, which is 6th best in the National Hockey League. So guys, I just really want to quickly point out to the fact that, as you can see, none of these goaltenders is the first in the goals against average or the save percentage, right? You can see, why would I put Margandra Flair on the board if he's 8th in goals against and 6th in save percentage, right? There should be other guys that are better than him. Well, yes, but you have to really pay very close attention to this number. 16 wins. 3rd best in the league. Grubauer, 20 wins, 2nd best in the league. Vasilevskiy, 21 wins, the best goaltender in this category in the league. So guys, you have other goaltenders such as Peter Mrazek in Carolina, or for example Jack Campbell in Toronto that have, yes, they have better goals against average, and yes, they have indeed better save percentage. But what's very important, Peter Mrazek, Jack Campbell, and also some other goaltenders that have these stats better, they have played 5 games. I do believe Mrazek played 5 games so far, Jack Campbell 4 games. So I just cannot put on this board the goaltender which played 4 games, right? You have to also put here the goaltenders that have played a large amount of games, that have won quite a few, and they also have a pretty decent stats. So that's why. So Margandra Flair, I have said his stats. He's currently the 3rd pick to win the Vezina Trophy this season. Of course, a lot will depend if Robin Lehner will be healthy or not. Then, number 2, it may be a surprise to some people, Philipp Grubauer. I was personally I am still actually very surprised by how well Philipp Grubauer has been playing this season, right? He's 29 years old. He, of course, is a German hockey player. He is 6'1", and he was, back in the time, number 112th pick overall in the draft 2010 for the Washington Capitals. So that's Philipp Grubauer. Of course, he won as a backup the Stanley Cup with the Washington Capitals in the year 2018 when he was a backup to the Braden Holtby. Right now, nor Braden Holtby, neither Philipp Grubauer are in Washington. So, Philipp Grubauer doing absolutely great at Colorado Avalanche. I even, guys, did a video just a few days ago on my top player currently from every 31 NHL team so far this season, and I put Philipp Grubauer as a best player on the roster of the Avalanche. I did not put there Nathan MacKinnon, I did not put there Mikko Rantanen, but Philipp Grubauer, because I think he is just super important for the Avs this season. So for Philipp Grubauer, he has played 27 games already, which is the most on this board, and he has 20 wins, which is the 2nd best in the National Hockey League, right after the guy at the top of the board. He has so far a 1.69 goals against average, which is just absolutely great. That's the 3rd best in the league. And according to save percentage, he has 93.1 save percentage, which is of course also very, very decent. And in this category, he's the 4th best goaltender in the league. So even this stats shows you how good Grubauer really was this season. 1.69 goals against average, 93.1 save percentage. If he can keep this level of play, even all the way to the end of this regular season, and also during the playoffs, I think Colorado Avalanche are on their way to becoming a Stanley Cup champions, because a lot depends on goaltending, and goaltending, I would say, was a little bit of an issue for the Colorado Avalanche and the general manager Joe Sakic, because I would say the majority of fans don't really they don't really think that Philipp Grubauer is that that good of a goaltender that could win you a Stanley Cup. But this season so far, he's been just amazing, and he's showing that Avalanche, with him at the net, they can definitely go all the way to win the Stanley Cup this season. And what about number 1? My number 1 top favorite to win the Vezina Trophy this season is Andrei Vasilevskiy from the Tampa Bay Lightning. As we all know, he won Stanley Cup just last season, and Tampa Bay are one of the top contenders for the Stanley Cup again this year. So he is 26 years old. He's, of course, from Russia. He's 6'3", so he's the highest of these 3 goaltenders, and he was number 19 pick overall for the Tampa Bay Lightning back in the draft 2012. So he was also picked in the 1st round. Margandra Flair, he was also picked in the 1st round, obviously as number 1st draft pick overall. And Philipp Grubauer was picked in the 4th round on the 112th pick overall. So, for Andrei Vasilevskiy, so far this season, 26 games played, he has 21 wins, which is the best stat in this category in the league. And he has a goals against average of below 2, so 1.91 to be exact, and in this category he's fourth best goaltender in the league, and according to save percentage he has a save percentage of 93.2, so in this category he's the third best goalie in the league. So as you can see here, very, very solid numbers, very great numbers for Andrei Vasilevskiy, even this year. And again, these are my top 3 frontrunners to win Vezina Trophy this season. Of course, as I have said at the beginning of this video, it's pretty early to judge, right? Because we are still only just over halfway through the season. But still, I thought it would be very interesting to see which goaltenders are currently doing the best and which are the biggest favorites to win the Vezina Trophy this season. And even, just to be honest, I would be very, very surprised if at the end of the regular season, one of these 3 guys won't win the Vezina Trophy. I would be very surprised. So yeah, guys, that's just it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, if you did, definitely leave that like button down or hit that like button down. And also, please guys, leave a comment down below and tell me your thoughts, who your top 3 favorites are currently to win Vezina Trophy this season. And also, please subscribe if you have not already. Again, you could be awaiting another NHL videos quite soon. And even today, I'm planning to post 3 videos, so a lot of videos, guys, coming your way. Hope you're enjoying them. Hope you stay safe, guys. And yeah, see you in a couple of minutes. See you, guys.